Welcome back to our live video cryptocurrency trading series. And today we're talking about mining and what's in the news as far as Bitmain, which is a Chinese company that dominates Bitcoin mining. And some people are very concerned about that. So it's been in the news partly because the company is making so much money and partly because decentralization is at risk with this mining dominance by a single company. So let's see what is going on with Bitmain and the controversy over mining dominance. Now, will a mining monopoly kill Bitcoin? Is this an existential threat to Bitcoin? Back in the early days of Bitcoin, anybody with a computer could just take their basic graphics card and use that to solve the cryptographic math puzzles that lock blocks into place in the blockchain and thus receive the miner's reward of newly minted Bitcoin. Okay, now this was until these two guys, these two Chinese dudes, Jihan and Micree Zhan, changed all that when they founded a company called Bitmain, and they turned Bitcoin mining into a specialized process by selling what's called application-specific integrated circuits, ASICs. And those are chip cards that can mine Bitcoin 50 times faster than traditional video graphics cards. That was in 2013, and you got to give those guys credit. That was pretty prescient, pretty forward-looking, and they stuck with it, even though Bitcoin wasn't worth very much back then. Uh, Now they're making, the company's making billions. So that situation is making some people very wealthy and other people very nervous. All right, and this is how they did it. It's a shrewd but simple strategy. They raised the price of those mining rigs as the price of Bitcoin went up. So this line along the bottom here is the cost of producing a mining rig, the cost of manufacturing one. Okay, this red line here is the price of the rig, and the green line is the price of Bitcoin. So you can see that during the year 2017, the price of a rig went up to over $5,000, even though the cost is way down here. So think about this margin in between here and here. That's a huge margin, and it resulted in some multi-billion-dollar profits. Okay, the financial analytics firm Bernstein estimated that Bitmain's 2017 profits are between 3 and 4 billion, and their dominance of Bitcoin mining is about 70%. So they also noted in their report that Bitmain achieved that level of profitability in 3 years that took the chip maker Nvidia 24 years to reach. Now, the owner of Bitcoin.org and BitcoinTalk.org sent an open letter to the Bitcoin community saying that Bitmain is an existential threat to Satoshi's vision of decentralization. And decentralization is just a network in which no single node occupies a superior hierarchical position over any other. And this open letter was written under the pseudonym Cobra, and he went as far as to argue the only way to protect Bitcoin from becoming centralized under the monopolistic control of Bitmain is to change the mining algorithm before it's too late. So the Bernstein report actually agrees that Bitmain's dominance is likely to continue to grow. And Jihan, the founder of Bitmain, pretty much, was pretty sarcastic, and he pretty much scoffed at the at Cobra's calling out Bitmain as the source of Bitcoin woes, implying that Bitcoin has more important things to worry about than Bitmain's dominance of mining. And he said, while Ethereum is discussing improvement proposals and other blockchains are testing innovations, Bitcoin.org's controller is busying with political games like changing the proof of work. The future of Bitcoin looks not good. So he was sarcastic and skeptical of any changes to the mining algorithm. But again, Bitmain dominating Bitcoin mining in the news because Their profits are likely to be between 3 and 4 billion in 2017, which is a level that it took 24 years for the chipmaker Nvidia to reach. And Bernstein report, the financial report, says that, predicts that Bitmain will soon be on the same level as Qualcomm and AMD as far as microprocessor production. So uh, this is an important issue for Bitcoin community, and looking at today's cryptocurrency markets, not a lot happening. Not no big moves. Bitcoin up about 1%. So uh, the controversy over Bitcoin mining and decentralization continues. Hopefully, this video has given you some useful information that you can use to make better, more informed, more research based cryptocurrency investment decisions. Ciao for now.